evil uses our depression to stop that from happening, from stopping us from walking on the goddess path and sharing and being the light that we are, the joy that we are. Hey beautiful, amazing ladies, welcome to this episode of Dancing with the Goddess. I'm Priestess Tora, your guide to exploring, remembering, and connecting with the goddess, the feminine divine. I share with you ways that you can connect with the goddess and remember your own divine nature. Now, if this seems like something that you would like, click on the subscribe button to subscribe and get notice whenever I release a new video, which I try to do every Thursday, or hit the notification bell up in the top. Now, if you've noticed, there's a big gap from June to now in August of videos. July kicked my butt. Things were going so great at the beginning of the month, coming off of May and June. I thought, oh yes, I've got this, I can continue doing this. Then the Mercury Retrograde hit. Usually it doesn't bother me, at least not that I notice. But this time, with the eclipses and everything else that was going on in July, it was not a good month. That's why there's not any videos, or why I didn't post any blogs. This one is hard for me to share. I usually don't share with people what goes on really deep inside. But the goddess is asking me to share this with you. And so I am. At least I'm in a great scenery to do this. Where I live in the southwestern desert, it's triple-digit heat where I live. And I can't turn the air conditioning on or else you'll hear it in the video. So I'm up here escaping the heat today. One of the ways that July kicked my butt was I suffer from depression, or I have battled depression my entire life, and not just a little down here and there. In the past, I've had months where all I did was curl up in a ball, cry, and wish I were dead. I've even tried to figure out ways of committing suicide. I always chicken out at the pain factor, which is probably a good thing, or else I wouldn't be standing here today sharing this with you. My depression has become better over the years as I've connected more deeply with the goddess. Usually when depression hits me, it's because I'm not doing what I know I need to be doing. I'm not writing stories. I'm not writing or doing things with Dancing with the Goddess, of writing articles or writing blog posts or creating courses or learning new ways that I can serve you women. The depression is usually, why am I here? I'm wasting time. I'm wasting energy because I'm not doing what I came here to do. I'm not following my life's passion. I'm not on my purposeful path. So why am I here? That's usually where my depression goes, and then I do the downward spiral. So this time, when it hit, I had just spent 2 months creating the new Remembering the Goddess Collective course, setting up the YouTube channel, writing blogs for my website. So I was high. I was feeling good. I was on my path. And the day of Mercury Retrograde, everything fell apart. And I felt like nobody wanted anything that I had to offer, that I was still wasting time, And all of July, I just was in this whirlpool of doubt and paralyzing fear that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't worthy, that I didn't have anything to offer. And because it came at such a weird time, I'm going, what the hell? What's going on? It shouldn't have happened, at least in my past patterns. It was like weird. Because it was so out of pattern for me, it made me stop and really look at the pattern of depression. And I had a major epiphany that when I get in that place, I stop doing my spiritual work. I stop connecting to the goddess. I stop praying. I stop doing affirmations. I stop connecting with my guardians. And I stop being my full potential, and I stop moving on my right and perfect path. And why? The answer that I received from the goddess is that depression and our feelings of unworthiness, our self-doubt, our questioning our right to even exist, questioning whether we have something to offer the world. All of that, my dear sisters, is the way the enemy, and however you define the enemy, it's what the enemy uses to keep us small, to keep us contained. Because if we're in this paralyzing fear, we're not doing anything that will bring the changes that we want to bring into the world. We're not shining our lights for all to see. We're not spreading our joy. And the evil in the world can prosper. It's a way for the changes of balance, of connection, of harmony that is the goddess way and the goddess path. Evil uses our depression to stop that from happening, from stopping us from walking on the goddess path and sharing and being the light that we are, the joy that we are. It took that epiphany for me to say enough and to look deeper. And for me, depression is an ancestral trait from I don't know how far back have suffered from depression. So it's been in my cellular memory. It's been that generational pattern of habit that when we're get disappointed, or things don't work out the way that we want, or we move closer to our full potential. It's been the women in my family's habit to go into depression. And it ends with me. So I'm doing the internal work, the spiritual work, to break that. And I'm saying no to the enemy. No, you will not stop me from doing this good work. You will not stop me from helping and supporting other women to be their full potential, for them to stand in their truths, embracing the goddess path and embracing their divine nature. No, it's not going to happen anymore. So my sisters, the way that I came out of depression this time was looking at those deeper issues. And I do holodynamics, which is a form of psychotherapy that you do yourself or you have a guide with, that goes into the quantum level and really shifts and changes those patterns. By doing that, I was able to pull myself out again by seeing the patterns. Sometimes in the past, ways that I've pulled myself out of depression is just move forward. Just do one thing today that feels like it's on my path, whether it's a waste of time or not. Just write a paragraph in a story, or edit a scene, or so what if the goddess isn't going to listen to me? I'm going to pray anyway. I'm going to do my mantras today for a mala, for 108 times, or for 2 minutes. When I do that every day, within a few days, the depression's gone. Because what had caused my depression was not moving forward in my path. So when I did move forward on my path, even if it was under protest, the weight shifted. And I found myself writing the story with joy. I found myself going outside and looking at the stars and the moon and letting it fill me with joy and the presence of the goddess. So my sisters, I ask you, what can you do to bring yourself out of depression? Share with us in the comments below. I refuse to allow the enemy to keep me down any longer. What about you? Will you fight the demons that keep you from being your greatness? Will you fight whatever it is that stops you from shining your light? I encourage you to make a commitment today to not let the demons of the enemy stop you from shining your light and stop you from being your greatness. Make that commitment by posting it publicly in the comments below. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you want to learn more about the goddess and exploring and remembering her and connecting to your light and being empowered. We have a Facebook group for women just like you. Please join. The link is in the description below. Thank you for watching. Bright blessings to you. May you dance with love and joy with the goddess. I'll see you in the next video.